Bernie Sanders rips President Joe Biden a new one for breaking multiple campaign promises. Lower gas prices are becoming the top priority of the Democrat Party, and a new poll shows only 2% of Americans believe the U.S. economy is going right. That's right, I said only 2%. I'm going to go over all of this and much, much more in today's show. If you're a subscribed member of my community, then welcome back. And if you're not, consider subscribing right now. You watch this channel each day because I keep you in the loop on what's really going on in Washington, D.C. with President Biden and the U.S. economy. So let's jump right in. Okay, at the end of this video, I'm going to share a very odd story with you, and I'll definitely want to hear your thoughts in the comments about it. Senator Bernie Sanders is urging President Biden to live up to campaign promises. For example, during his campaign, Biden promised to block companies that are anti-union from receiving federal contracts. Sanders argues that Biden should be taking action against Amazon and other companies by not allowing them to secure federal contracts unless they follow union laws. Democrats are very pro-union. While Biden has been very vocal about his support for workers' rights, he has not made any legal moves against Amazon or any other company from receiving these lucrative federal contracts. Other campaign promises made but not kept include $10,000 of student loan forgiveness for 40 million Americans and a $200 per month increase for those on Social Security, SSI, SSDI, veterans and railroad benefits, and much, much more. Now, we're hoping that he will do this in the remaining 3 years, but as of right now, he's not even talking about these. And so Bernie Sanders is saying, what are you doing? You have to keep your promises or you lose people's trust. Now, did you know that April is Second Chance Month? The Biden administration has issued federal grants for students that are locked up in jail. Data from the RAND Corporation shows that students who learn from jail are 48% less likely to commit new crimes. This shows that education is a key component to successful re-entry into society. Making education more accessible in jail or prison may be what is needed in order to help people avoid returning to their old ways while returning to society with education and new skill sets. So hopefully this will continue. Speaking of prison, Trevor Reed, a jailed former U.S. Marine that was being held in Russia, was just freed after negotiations of a prisoner swap took place thanks to President Biden. Reed was jailed for allegedly assaulting a Russian police officer while in a drunken state and was sentenced to 9 years in jail. He was swapped out for a Russian man who committed drug crimes and was supposed to be in jail for 20 years, so they swapped the two. Reed claims that he doesn't even remember attacking a Russian police officer and said that he believes he was imprisoned wrongly. And so he's grateful to be out. The Biden administration is bragging about this, as they should. It's always good to hear about an American that is freed from another nation. According to a recently surfaced email vetted by multiple media outlets, Joe Biden reportedly agreed to pay roughly $800,000 in legal fees for his son Hunter Biden because of illegal business activities. $800,000 in legal bills. While Hunter is being investigated by the United States, many have speculated about interference by Attorney General Merrick Garland due to his denial or his refusal to discuss it publicly. However, he just commented today that there won't be any interference from the Department of Justice and he will allow for a Senate panel probe. He said that the case has even been given to a Trump-appointed judge just to show in good faith that they are investigating the president's son and they're not trying to interfere or run interference. So we'll see what comes out of President Biden's son being investigated by federal prosecutors. In recent meetings with House Democrats, Biden was reportedly very open to student loan forgiveness measures. Representative Tony Cardenas stated that he urged Biden to relieve at least $10,000 of debt, citing that many families still have major payments after paying on student loans for decades. Tony said Biden was incredibly positive about the case he made. However, it's unclear exactly what Biden will do when it comes to student loan forgiveness, as many Americans are saying, if you're going to forgive their debt, you better forgive our debt, or you had better at least not raise our taxes. We don't want to be paying for other people's education. Democrat lawmakers are now publicly saying that their best chance of winning the election in November is to focus on lowering gas prices across the nation. Finally, come on. They should have been working on this months ago. Representative Hakeem Jeffries said, "We are definitely going to act to try to address the geopolitical issue that relates to gas prices being where they are, and act in terms of the supply chain challenges that we're seeing here in the United States." The idea of a stimulus gas voucher is still on the table. Also, many like the idea of a gas tax holiday to save people around 19 cents a gallon. However, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said she's very much against this. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer said he wants all Senate members, including Republicans, to start brainstorming in their respective committees on ways to lower the price of gas. Again, like, you guys are making $200,000 a year, almost 20 grand a month, and you're just now coming up with this idea. Oh, maybe we should lower the price of gas. Anyway, sorry, went off on a rant. Representative Jeffries then said the messaging has to be that this isn't our fault, and that the oil companies need to lean into the permits that they've already been given instead of continuing to ask for more or better permits. I mean, obviously they want better permits because they don't want to drill on an empty piece of land. I don't know. I'm just a guy on the internet. Again, these oil companies, they are reluctant to help invest capital into expanding production while the White House continues to say out loud their hopes and dreams of destroying the oil and gas companies. Like, why would you invest when literally the leader of the country is saying, my sole goal is to put you out of business, right? It doesn't give them a lot of hope to move forward as a business model, right? So hopefully they'll get this stuff under control, because I know so many people are struggling with these ridiculously high gas prices. Also, did you guys notice that the Senate committees drilled all the major CEOs of these gas companies, and they did not find that they were gouging us? So they can't blame Putin, and they can't blame the oil companies. So we're just going to have to get through this mess. A new poll shows Americans are very upset and worried about the United States economy. A new Gallup poll showed that only 2% of Americans believe the U.S. economy is excellent. Only 2%? This is one of the lowest polls Gallup has ever done. 42% say the economy is in poor condition, and 38% say it is in fair condition, and 76% said that they strongly believe the economy is going to get worse. Yikes. That's not good information, right? But you need to know this, right? This is what fellow Americans are thinking. Now, it seems that a lot of hope and confidence has been sucked out of the country. And I know that a lot of people are struggling with gas and food, but try to keep your hopes up that things are going to get better, that somehow they'll turn around, that this will be temporary. At least this is what I tell myself. Maybe I'm delusional, right? But what's insane to me is how the media continues to say how the economy is booming and that everyone has excess money now and that Americans can afford these higher prices. Come on, guys, you can afford this. That's what they're saying in the news every single day. I mean, it's just further proof that the media is completely out of touch with what their viewers are actually dealing with. Dr. Fauci has controversially stated that he believes the United States is now out of the pandemic phase. He stated that the number of new infections, hospitalizations, and deaths are at a relatively low number right now compared to what they've previously been. He went on to say that the virus will not be completely eradicated anytime soon and that vaccination may be recommended every year for the rest of your life. Following Twitter's buyout, one of its top attorneys reportedly broke down in tears following the news. She was described by Politico as the company's moral authority and reportedly expressed concern about how the company could change under Elon Musk. It is said that her team was the ones that moderated the content, and it is believed that she and her team are the ones that silenced President Trump and banned him from Twitter. It's also believed that she and her team were the ones that suppressed the Hunter Biden laptop story from surfacing before the election. So this is the lady that was controlling what you and I get to hear as far as truth. And now she's worried that Elon Musk will do the same to people like her. While many are saying that Truth Social is dead due to Elon Musk buying Twitter, Elon Musk himself said Truth Social is actually outperforming Twitter on the Apple App Store. This shocked many people because Trump would surely be bragging about this, but when I looked it up, it is actually true. Truth Social is outperforming Twitter. And so this has many Democrats worried that this will become a Republican social media platform and that they will lose their voice. Okay, now for the odd story. Actress Megan Fox is turning heads, and not because she's been voted one of the most beautiful people in the world by magazines, but because she mentioned in an interview this week that she and her fiance, singer Machine Gun Kelly, regularly drink each other's blood. Regularly drink each other's blood. In the interview, she said, it's kind of a ritual thing I don't think people would understand, and adds a little bit of kink to the relationship. I mean, Casey, is this something we should be doing? I don't know. This one caught me off guard. Let me know in the comments. Do you drink your spouse's blood? Or is this really weird behavior? Like, I'm starting to wonder if I'm the odd one, right? And this is just normal. Let me know in the comments. I want to hear from you guys. Now, this is my update for today. As I know more, I will definitely come on and share more with you. The month of April is almost over, and Casey and I are excited to give away those $100 cash gas gift cards to help 60 members of our YouTube community to put some gas in their tank. We know a lot of people are struggling with these ridiculously high gas prices, and I'm just so grateful to generous sponsors for helping me give away this $6,000. Now, I just want to remind you before you go that you are amazing. I really believe that, and I appreciate you being in my community, and I'll see you on the next video.